Greetings and welcome to your weekly forecast, Thoth Tarot and Angel Message. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have never been to this channel before, please feel welcome in this space. This is a safe space. The only thing you're ever going to hear on this channel is love, support, and encouragement as we are all doing our best to live our most authentic lives and be our most authentic selves. So thank you so much for joining us. If you've never been here before, please feel free after this video, if you have the time, check out any of the other playlists on this channel. There's a whole bunch of daily oracle readings that are done every day, and as well as special little things, love seat therapy, tea time affirmations, a variety of things. So there's a whole bunch of different options for you. If you have the time and opportunity, I invite you and encourage you to check those out as well. But for our weekly forecast, what we're doing is we're asking for clarification, any messages coming in for the energy that's coming towards us this coming week. Our energy forecast, just like a weather forecast. It's not something where we're going to have any. We're not trying to change the weather. We're not trying to change the energy. We are simply looking at what we might have possibly coming towards us so that we can dress accordingly energetically. So let's start out. We're going to dive right in and find out. We're going to pull a 3-card spread. And the first card's going to be for Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday. The second card will be for the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday. And then that third card will be for the coming weekend. Finally, we will also pull a overarching angel message from Doreen Virtue's 2002 messages from our angels, from your angels deck, and tie it all together, find out what we need to know for the coming week. So let's dive right in. What is the first card that we drew for Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday? All right, okay, the Prince of Discs. So we see the prince in his chariot here. He's kind of sitting side saddle, I want to say. Maybe looking like there's opportunities for disembarking periodically. But we see the prince in his chariot here driven by an impetuous bull. He is a symbol of the fruits and seeds of the earth. In his right hand, he holds a scepter of power topped by a sphere, a disc, and a cross pate, also known as a cross forme, representing tradition and all things known and accepted or seen as acceptable. His left hand rests on a revolving golden sphere, representing the energy of the cosmos as a never-ending cycle. So here we have the energy of the airy part of Earth. Okay, so Earth energy with discs. This is 3D energy. This is materialization, manifestation, manifest shifting, if you will, into the different realities that we are intentionally or unintentionally creating with our energy. But this card represents the airy part of Earth. This is the aspect of bringing great energy to practical matters. So the energy of being a capable manager and a steadfast worker, competent, perhaps considered dull, somewhat resentful of spiritual types, slow to anger, but implacable if aroused. So for the beginning of our coming week, we have the grind. There is no other way to say it or see it. This is just the day-to-day work of getting done what needs to get done. So at the beginning of the week, we're going to be very, very mindful, concentrating, putting most of our, if not all of our available energy that we feel is available to getting it done, to getting just the day-to-day work of what needs to get done, getting done. Even things like practicing mindfulness and having those moments of attention seem to get in the way. Just don't forget those small moments of peace that you take intentionally throughout your day are filling back up your energetic reservoirs so you can dive back in with renewed vigor, a clearer head, and a sharper focus. Use the air energy always available to you to recalibrate as needed. So we have this airy energy in Earth coming through for the beginning of the week. When your boss tells you to take a break, don't argue. Get up. Walk away from your workstation and move your body and heart with a walk around the block or just around the inside of your building, seeing a beautiful vista before you of whatever your imagination can create. If you are the boss, listen to your own advice. So at the beginning of the week, from Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday, we are looking at the energy of getting it done. It's all about the grind. And just keep in mind, this is Monday, Tuesday, the first part of Wednesday, because what are we looking at for the latter part of Wednesday? Are we going to be just barreling through the rest of the week like this, or what have we got going? All right, so almost the exact opposite with the Prince of Cups for the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday. So beautiful balance here. We see a woman adorned in a gown of snow, and around the princess's dress are 11 water crystals. Beside her is a dolphin of Venus. The tortoise that she holds is an emblem of the earth to show the solidification of water in mud, ice, and snow. Above the crown of her head flies a swan, and in her left hand she holds a lotus. So this is the energy of the earthy aspect of water. So we have two successive cards that represent earth energy merging with another energy. First we had air with earth energy merging in, and now we have water with earth energy merging in. So very, very interesting. This is also the second court card for this reading, two court cards in a row. So here we have a young woman, infinitely gracious, all sweetness, voluptuousness, gentleness, kindness, romantic and dreamy. So like I said, almost literally the exact opposite energy of the grind, of the material, of all of that disc energy, the earth energy, with the air energy mingling through it, being all about in the mind, what needs to be done, getting those lists of things to do done, getting all of that done. After all of that energy, we come into, I feel like we almost like hit a wall, an energetic wall, and we fall back into the warm comfort of nurturing and protecting our precious energy through dedicated self-care. We're still working, we're still getting it done, but now we have a bigger view. It's more about the long-term results and why we are working our butts off. So towards the latter part of the week, yes, absolutely. Start off the week full speed ahead. Get it done. The faster and more complete you can get it done the first time, the least likely you are going to have to mop up things that got spilt in the process. Don't hurry through anything. Be very methodical, be very logical. Use that air energy in water as you are manifest shifting stuff into your reality and you into that reality at the beginning of the week. And then take a breath. Okay, good job. You have really knocked it out. So now it is time to relax a little bit, not forever, not even for all day. Although, if you have that opportunity, I invite and encourage you to do that. Okay? But the latter part of the week is really all about getting you back in balance after all of that busy work energy of now refilling your cup, refilling you on an emotional, spiritual, energetic level so that you can go back in and keep knocking it out. But you're going to continue doing that for the latter part of the week, but it's going to be a much calmer energy. Okay? Reconnect with that loving heart energy within you. Spend more time in the latter part of the week listening to your emotions and your thoughts. And be more kind, more compassionate and forgiving of yourself for any flaws or faults that you think you see, especially in anything that you got done during the previous part of the week, at the beginning of the week. You are beautiful. You are perfect, just as you are. Just as you are. So what are we looking at for the weekend's energy after this very productive and very energetically spiraled week? What do we got going after that? Oh, all right. This is very interesting. So we have the Six of Swords representing science. So this is more air energy, right? This is literal energy. So we had air coming in, and now it's simply here. So after that busy, cranking, grinding beginning of the week and the emotional kind of falling backward, not backward in terms of losing progress, because it's all progress. You're growing through this whole experience. We come into that knowledge. We come into that divine wisdom. You're going to get a lot of divine downloads in the coming weekend after that busyness and emotional reconnecting during the rest of the week, okay? But with the Six of Swords representing science, we have the energy and the energetic frequency of Mercury in Aquarius and the Hebrew letter Tifereth. So we have the points of the swords centering in a rose at the center of this cross. They are lying on a fencer's diagram, which was worked out scientifically in the 14th century to show the positions in which a fencer can stand and be invulnerable. This card suggests by its symmetrical design a perfect balance of intellect and principle. This is you stepping into your integrity right here. After that crazy week of grind, and then refill cup, refill body, refill heart, refill emotions, refill our energetic signature, we resolve everything into divine balance and harmony. So tying in perfectly with the energy of the Prince of Discs at the beginning of the week and the Princess of Cups at the end of the week, we have the energy of intelligence that has realized its goal. Labor, work, this is success after anxiety and the successful conclusion of a recent passage through difficulty. And this can also represent an actual journey by water. So you may be taking off somewhere on a cruise or a sailing boat, perhaps, or there's something where you're moving across rivers, you're going over bridges or something like that. That may very well be the case for the weekend as well. Maybe taking a break and having some water time. Although this is air energy, we have very strong, balanced energy of emotions with cups as well in this. We have tying in perfectly. Everything is now once again balance and harmony. And these are once again restored. All is right in your world. How beautiful! How beautiful is that? Who is our angel? Who is going to be watching over us through this week? Oh my gosh, we have Angel Adriana, and she says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating to you through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So this is just a divine confirmation of the information we've received through the whole entire reading. Angel Adriana and all of your guides, angels, spirit team, divine helpers, they're always available to you to assist you in discerning what is the next best thing you can think, feel, say, or do. So let's just take a look. Here's the full spread for the coming week. We start out with the Prince of Discs, very strong earth energy being manifested through air. And then we have the Princess of Cups, which is the emotional water energy with air coming in there. And then we have air energy represented. So very, very balanced, very harmonic, very loving week that is very productive. So if you were worrying about deadlines, about target goals, about getting it done, I know this is a timeless reading for the collective. I don't think I said that at the very beginning, and I apologize. So this isn't tied into any specific week. However, if you're listening to this when it was uploaded, we are just coming into the end of our holiday cycle and looking at the calendar new year. Now, I personally represented represented my new year for the solstice, because that's really the official turning of the planet and the beginning of the light increasing, the light, daylight being longer, right? And nighttime being shorter. So that's where I did my new year, but we have a calendar new year coming up at the beginning of this coming week, or the end of this week. So do be understanding that we don't always have to be all about the grind. We want to have balance. We want to have both productivity and reflectivity. We want to have both the material aspect as well as the spiritual, because we are not just physical beings. We are energetic beings, eternal, without any limit, infinite. We are in a finite physical vessel for a very small bit of time. So we want to take advantage of this time that we have, of this physical plane, and bring in as much love, as much light, as much joy, as much peace as we possibly can through what we say and think and do and feel. That is all that we are supposed to be doing. That's how we live our authentic lives. That's how we become our most authentic selves. By understanding that balance, by understanding and respecting ourselves. The light and the shadow, the productive and the reclining. Okay, that's really the energy of the ebb and the flow, balance maintained in all aspects of our world. It's a beautiful reading. I am feeling very calm, productive energy coming in for the coming week. Don't get too centered, focused primarily in one area or another. Remember to lift your head up every now and then from your desk, your computer, your whatever it is that you're working on. Lift your head up all the way so that your chin is level with, or even slightly above the plane of the floor. We have personally, our human species are developing a curvature in our spine between where the base of our skulls, that neck, the first parts of the vertebrae of the spine meet there, to down to where the spine connects with the shoulder blades. That little connection right there, we're developing a lump. We're becoming little hunchbacks from being leaning over our phones, leaning over our keyboards, leaning our heads down. Don't forget to look up. Please remember to look up. Take a breath. Take a break. Give yourself a moment to refill, and then you can dive back in. But remember, just like in yoga asanas, if you're leaning forward, you want to lean backward. If you're leaning to the left, you want to lean to the right. Balance and harmony in all things brings us the most productive, the most strong manifestation energy when we maintain that balance. So have an amazing week. Make it amazing. Wake up every morning with that attitude of gratitude, being grateful for the work that you have available to you, being grateful for waking up, being grateful for this gift of this day and this week. I love you. If you haven't heard that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. Have an amazing week. Make it so. Namaste and ciao for now.